Good morning, everyone. I am Sunita, Department of Computer Science, Veerashaiva College, VV Sanga, Ballari. Today, let us continue the session of filters. Here in filter, we have a command called unique, which locates the repeated and non-repeated lines. So it just simply fetches one copy of each line and write it to the standard output. Now, here I have considered a file called as department.list file. Okay, which includes the repeated lines. Now I've used cat command. You can see cat department dot list on the screen. Cat command will help you to view the content of this department dot file. So as you can see, all the repeated lines in the file, we have accounts, marketing. These are the repeated lines. So with the help of this unique command, we can fetch of each line, you can fetch the copy of each line. After viewing that file, I've used the unique command, which helps you to get the only one copy of repeated lines. As you can see, the repeated lines were in the previous example accounts and marketing. Now you will get only one line by the help of unique command. First, unique command, what does it do? First, it sort the files. That's what they're saying. Unique requires a sorted files as an input. Then the general procedure is to sort a file and then pipe it to the output to unique. So you can see the another example. First, sort department.list. The following pipe also produces the same output, except that output is saves in a file. So for sorting, then piping it to the output unique, pipe in output to unique. So unique is indeed unique if provided with two file names as arguments. Unique will read the first file and write its output to the second file. You can see the options which are available with the unique commands. So -u, -d, -c, these are the options. The purpose of these options are -u is used to select only those lines which are not repeated, and -d selects only one copy of the line, only selects only one copy of the repeated lines. Then -c, it just displays the frequency of occurrence of all the lines along with the lines. So here I have taken an example. As you can see, I've used this unique command with the D option, cut -d, and the field 4 I've used with this cut command with the student.list file. Then after that, you know the procedure. To use the unique command, you have to first sort the file. So first, after that, I'm sorting the file, then I'm using the unique command, that to student.file. I'm using this command to the student.file. So you can see the output computer science and science. Now what is the purpose of this D option? As you know, it selects only one copy of the repeated lines. That means computer science and science were the repeated lines in the student.list file. So this -d will fetches only one copy of each record and write it to the standard output. So this is how you can use the options, some of the options with the unique command. As you can see here, I have used. What are the example I've used with the tr command? As you can see here, tr, this delimiter /, then within single quotation hash and hyphen. I'm using these with the student.list files, and it is piped with the head command. So, and this is having -3. Head is nothing but the first, -3 is nothing but the count line. It's going to display the first three lines, head was 3 lines of the student.list files. But what is a tr command? Tr command will give you the copy of the standard input to the standard output with the substitution. Now, what is the substitution I am going to do with the student.list file? I am substituting the delimiter and forward slash with the hash and hyphen consecutively, I mean respectively. The delimiter will be replaced by the hash and the forward slash will be replaced by the hyphen. You can see in the output, the usually you used to see the output with the delimiters, but here I have replaced the delimiters with the hash. Nothing but replaces every occurrence of delimiter with hash, and in the date usually we use forward slash, but here the occurrence is replaced, forward slash is replaced by hyphen. So this is the purpose of this tr command. Now one more example, what I've taken head, and this is used with what student.list file, and you can see what the option I have used, hyphen c. Hyphen c, what does it do? The option hyphen c will complement the set of characters in the expressions. So what is that? I have used A to Z. A to Z on the alphabets I have used, and this will complement with what? Hyphen characters. So all the characters other than A to Z and A to Z, small letter A to Z and capital letter A to Z are replaced with hyphen. The meaning is here. So it is going to replace the other characters, nothing but apart from A to Z and small letter A to Z and capital letter A to Z. That is going to be replaced. Other than this, it is replaced by the hyphen. As you can see, the hyphen I have used dotted hyphen hyphen Amit Kumar, and it is all the delimiters are delimiters are replaced by the hyphen, and the stream BCA, and the subjects what they have taken computer science. So the output is what? Only the first line head is, what is a count is nothing but the count number is 1. So only one line is of the student dot file is complements, nothing but the characters other than A to Z and capital letter A to Z are replaced by hyphen. This is the output. So this is all about tr command. Now let us move to the basic regular expressions. So usually on the command prompt, you can type a command like rm. What does it means? Rm a asterisk. Rm stands for remove, and a asterisk. Asterisk means the occurrence, zero or more occurrence of the previous characters. So what is the previous character? I've used a here, a. So the meaning is what? Remove whatever the file name which is begins with A, that file should be removed. So A asterisk is expanded by the shell to all the file names beginning with the letters A. This is called file globbing. Regular expressions are very similar in concepts, but they have many differences. Instead of working, they work instead of working with files, they work with text, usually a per line basis, and also have a wider variety of operators than file gobbling has. So if an expression uses any of the characters from the meta character set, it is termed as regular expression. So there are many different implementation of regular expression which can sometimes lead to confusion. So some of the common programs that use regular expressions are grep, sed, and awk. In this section, we present the basis of using regular expressions that are commonly in founded in most regular expression implementation. So what are the options we use with the regular expressions? As you can see, and the purposes, asterisk is nothing but zero or more occurrence of the previous characters. Then G asterisk is nothing but the occurrences of the previous letter. Zero more occurrences of the previous letter. What is a letter? Nothing or G or GGG. Number of times. How many number of times it has been occurred. Then hyphen any single character, then nothing but this is hyphen asterisk nothing or any number of characters. Now PQR will enclosed within a square bracket means what? A single character which can be either P or Q or R. Next C1 and C2, nothing but character 1 and character 2, they are enclosed within a square bracket, a single character within the ASCII range represented by C1 and C2. These are nothing but ASCII ranges of the single characters. Now digit 1 to 3, which is enclosed within a square bracket, a digit between 1 and 3. Now what is option here? Another option, you can see PQRA, a single character which is not a PQ or R. A. So this is the purpose. The next, this A to Z, small letter A to Z and capital letter A to Z, this symbol indicates that it is a non. Means you have to select the non-alphabetic character. Then pat, pat, you have to match pat and pat at the beginning of the line. So these are the options and their purposes which are used with the basic regular expressions. The first regular expression is nothing but grep regular expression I have used. So Unix has a special family of commands for handling search requirements, and the principal member of this family is the grep command. Here grep scans its input from a pattern and displays line containing the pattern, the line numbers or file names where the pattern occurs. grep is very old program that looks for a specified search string in each line num or of each line of input. Every line that it matches is displayed on the standard output. The name is taken from the first letter in global. So what the grep is taken from the global. What is the meaning of global? Global specified that the entire file would be searched for a specific pattern and then it should be displayed. So what is the syntax of this grep command? Grep options pattern file names. So this is the syntax. Now grep command searches for a pattern in one or more file names. You can see I've taken file names S. So it searches one or more files or the standard input if no file name is specified. Okay. The next, the first argument. What we have used the first argument is grep and the first argument is a search pattern. Then and the remaining are considered as a file names. So grep and options, that is the first argument and it is called as search pattern. When the given pattern is not found in the file, the grep does not display any messages but simply returns to the prompt, command prompt. If you don't specify any file name, it just don't display any kind of messages and simply returns to the specified it simply returns to the command prompt. Some of the options which are used with the grep commands are -i, hyphen v, hyphen n, hyphen c, hyphen l, and hyphen E is nothing but expression. Then hyphen number. So what are the importance? What is the use of these options? This I ignores this case for matching, just ignores. Then V hyphen B, it doesn't display lines matching expression. It whatever the matched pattern, it's not going to display if you use this V. Then N hyphen N will give you the line numbers along with the lines. Then C hyphen C will display the frequency of number of occurrences of the pattern. The next L will display only the file names which contains the search pattern. Hyphen E is nothing but the expression. Multiple search patterns can be given with these options. Then last one is number, hyphen number. It displays the number lines on either side of the patterns. Now here are the examples which I've used with the grep command. As you can see, some of the examples of grep command. Grep option is what? Nothing but my searching pattern. What is the search pattern? Rajni, and the file name. Which file name? Student.list file name. I'm going to search the pattern, and you can see it's going to list all the lines with the pattern searching in the student.list. So just display the line. The line is having what pattern? You can see Rajni. That is the output. The next, another example, what I've used with an option called hyphen N. Hyphen N, what is the purpose of this option hyphen N? Hyphen N will give you the number lines. So as you can see, I've used with the, what is the number of occurrences of pattern Ram. So Ram is the pattern which I have to search, and in which file I have to search? In student.list file I have to search. This I have used with the grep command. So it displays the line with containing the pattern Ram along with the line number. So N will give you the line number. So what is the line number? Where the Ram is pattern is present, the line number 2, you can see the beginning line number 2, the Ram pattern is present. It is displaying the line number in the student.list file, and the Ram is present in which line number? Another line number 10, the second one. You can see it begins, the second line begins with the line number 10. So the Ram is present in the line number 2 and line number 10 of a student.list file. So line N will give you the line numbers. Now I have used the grep command with the another option. What is that option? Hyphen C. So grep command hyphen C, and what is a pattern I want to search? I want to search the computer science, and asterisk. Asterisk will give you what? 0 or more occurrences of the list files, of all the dot list files. You have, in all these dot list files, I have to search the computer science pattern. The grep, with the grep command will help you to search this pattern in all the file which is having dot list lst. So as you can see, bca.list and student.list, and this counts the number of lines. You can see the number of lines are what? 5 and 5. So hyphen C will help you to what? Count the number of lines with the given pattern computer science in each of the file, like student.list and bca.list, and displays the same. The file student.list has the pattern computer science in 5 lines, and the file bca.list also has the pattern in 5 lines. So this is the number of occurrences, nothing but in 5 lines the computer science is present in these two files. So this is the examples of the grep command. Sed. Sed is a special filters. Sed is a text editor that works on full streams of text. Means Sed is a stream editor, which means that it can take an input stream and make modification to that stream. So it just takes the input and just make the changes of that input to that stream. Now, what is the syntax? Syntax is sed options, and you can see the action, address action, and file names. So sed uses an instruction to act on text in a file, and an address for selecting lines. The address is nothing but an address for selecting lines, and the action, which is another attribute, is to be taken on the selected lines. So sed uses two attributes. One is address and the other one is action. So action refers to group of set internal commands which can be used to display insertion, deletion, or substitution of text. These actions are referred to as a command. So here we are addressing within sed command. So here addressing mode is there in the sed command, and that can be done by two ways. One is by line addressing, the other one is by context addressing. So what is this line addressing? By one or two line numbers. That is nothing but the address specifies either one line number, which is called as line addressing. And sometimes we refer to this as a range addressing. The other one is context addressing. Addressing is nothing but specifying a pattern that is enclosed within a pair of slashes. So that we call it as a context addressing. Here we can use options with the sed editors. So what are the options? I can use n, e, and -f. So what is the purpose of n? It just suppress the default output, and the e is used to give multiple instructions, and f takes the script from the script file, and this script file consisting of editing commands, one per line. So these are the options which is used with the sed, nothing but the sed commands or stream editors. So here I've taken an example for the line addressing. So sed, you can see the sed is the keyword and 3q, and it is applying student.list. The 3q should be enclosed within the single quote. So it just displays the first 3 lines, and just q will quit. It just quits and quits. So you can see the first 3 lines of a student.list. The sed will give you the first 3 lines, this stream editor. So first one is Amit Kumar, the second line is Rajni Ram, and the third one is Lalit Kumar. This is how the lining address we can do. It's going to display the first 3 lines. So here Q is a command, Q command, and how many lines I want to display? The 3 lines I want to display from the set student.list. So this is the output of the second one is second output, second command which I've used this in this command, sed command. I've used an option with an option -n. What is this option will do? It just suppress the default output, the n, and you can see 1 comma 2 and p is a line addressing, you can see, and it is applying to the student dot list. So you can see the output of two lines is being displayed. The default behavior of p command is to suppress with n command, and only specified lines are printed. You can see the specified lines, first one and the second lines. So p command default behavior is to suppress. So this is the example. The another example of context addressing. So I told you the set command addressing mode can be done with the two ways. One is line addressing, the other one is context addressing. So context addressing here, what it's going to do with the examples of context addressing I've used here, hyphen end. I always told that context addressing will match the try to find the pattern with that should be enclosed with the forward slash. You can see here it just selects the line with the pattern called ram. Wherever the ram is there, the line, wherever the ram line is present, the word pattern ram is present, the line will be selected. You can see in the first line, Rajini, ram is present. And the second, Ramya, Das. So Ram is present. And the third line, Bindu, Ram. So the ram is present. So only wherever the pattern ram is present, those lines will be displayed. So this is about the context addressing. Some more examples of sed stream editor. Here you can see sed -n and the computer science w. It's a command. Okay, w is a command, and you have of the BCA file, BCA1.files, and you have to another file I've used student.list file. It just selects all the lines with the pattern computer science and stores it in the file bca1.lists. So it's going to select the computer science file word and from the student.list and stores it, save it in the bca1.list. This is the meaning of this command. The second command, the other one is it's going to search the pattern 3907. It's going to search the digits from where, and D stands for what? D stands for delete. So it's going to delete the record whose number is 3907 from student.list. Okay, and in example 1 we have used W. W stands for word, what? Word. Okay, the word, what is that word? Computer science. It's going to search that pattern. And here in the second example, D stands for what? Deleting the record which is having the number 3907. So this is some more examples of a sed command. The next is awk programming. So this awk program is one that transforms data into formatted report. It is nothing but a pattern matching program, just similar to sed. So what are the features of awk command? It just accepts the extended regular expressions for pattern matching. It has a C-type programming, constructs, variables, and several built-in functions. It operates at the field level and can easily access transforms and format individual fields in a line. So what is the syntax for this? You can see awk, the option which within square bracket, and the selection criteria. The selection criteria along with curly braces, the action and the files, whichever on which you want to implement. The selection criteria is nothing but a form of addressing. It is a filter input and selects line. The next is action. Action is to perform on the selected lines, and it is always enclosed in a pair of curly braces. The selection criteria and action constitutes an awk program that is enclosed in a pair of single quotes. You can see both are enclosed in a single quotes. Now here is simple awk filtering. So here in simple awk filtering, what we are going to do, the action print we are going to perform. So it just prints the selected lines. It is the default action. The next is when print is used without any field specifier, prints the entire lines. If the selection criteria is missing, then action applies to all lines. If action is missing, the entire pair of single quotes and not the double quotes is used. Then um, you can see we have used hyphen F option. This hyphen F option is used to specify the delimiter character used in the file. So this file pattern, this hyphen F option, this hyphen F option is used to specify the delimiter character used in the file. And for pattern matching, this awk filtering is just uses the regular expression in the same way as in the sed command. So here are some of the examples of simple awk filtering. As you can see, I've used the word awk, and what is the pattern which I want to search? Nothing but science, and it is followed by a curly braces print command. It is you're going to search the science pattern in student.list file. So you can see here the lines are printed which is having the pattern science. It prints all the lines with the pattern science. That is the output. So if the print action is not specified, it's going to take the print is nothing but a default action. So it's going to default it's going to print the science pattern, those lines which are having the science pattern. So this is the simple awk filtering. The next is printf command. So with this printf command, the output is unformatted. It, printf command is just like a printf statement as in C. It's just going to print the messages. Then most of the format specifier used in C can be used with the awk also. For example, percentage %s is used uh, to print strings, and percentage %d is used to print numeric data. So this is the format specifier which we use within the C language. So similarly here also we can use. The next is the format specifier. If you want to use, it should be left justified. You must use a hyphen before specifying a field width. So these are the features of printf command. The print command used previously automatically prints every record on a new line, whereas with this printf command, you can see the lines forward n has been given to print different records on the different line. So you can see in the example of a printf option, I've used what with the awk command, and 1 2 4, these are nothing but my what fields from the standard dot list where which the pattern with the pattern ram in the line. So what is the pattern which I have to search? The ram. So the lines which are having the ram is going to be displayed. So you can see here it should display, sorry, in the example it should display um, Ramya Das. Instead of that, sorry, Bindu Ram. Instead of that, it's displayed Lalit Kumar. It is wrong. But it's going to print the, definitely it's going to print search the pattern Ram. So it's going to print the fields. What are those fields? First, second, and four fields wherever the RAM is present. The name and department have to be printed in second and tenth spaces respectively, and the hyphen left justified output. It should be the hyphen left justified output. You can see $1, $2, $4. These are nothing but the fields. So these are the, and they must be left justified. So they are little bit far from the left signs. You can see they are left justified signs, the word. So this is the example of printf option.